12 sons. Them is the Israelites, the true and rightful rulers, and the people that the Bible is talking about, them historical records. And today we want to begin the show, you know what I mean, on a sad note, right? Sadly, this is the case, but a young man, we want to say condolences to the family of Jamal Morris, right? The young boy, his life was taken away, unfortunately, right? In the savannah where it was, all right, over the weekend there, and you know, from on both sides, you know what I mean, I just really express condolences. I don't know what caused it, you know, for a man to really get to that state to where he just shoot wild, you know what I mean, and then pick up a young child, and I can't express the kind of words, you know what I mean, the family might be feeling, mother, you know, father, son, you know, grandmother, that type of stuff now, you know. If you used to lose one of your family members like that, you really, really feel it, you know. There are no words could really express that, and I really want to, you know, from the school, right, Commander Juliana, we want to express condolences to the family, all right, and Lord be with you all. I hope you all, you know, hold each other tight as they go by, and where you really want to get into is helping you all see that the Lord never wanted this for us now, you know. And at least a little comfort in knowing that there's a next way it could change, that nobody else from the community, you know what I mean, or Jamal, his friends, you know, his loved ones, you know, that you all wouldn't have to experience that and bury another Jamal Modest, you know what I mean? You don't have to, right? Because I don't know what really caused the man to retaliate in that manner, you know, who it is that person was looking for, who from his family was taken away, you know, right? Because yes, you know, we could have beefs, you know, it does happen, right? Everything, in friendships and relationships and in households, with family members, father, brother, sister, you know, it does have the time where we don't see eye to eye, but we're never supposed to reach to where we never respect each other's life. You know what I mean? We ain't considerate that, you know, that we could take a different route, that things don't have to escalate to this route, you know what I mean? And we know that this place is so evil. It wouldn't tell us, you know what I mean, that this didn't have to happen. That we can make a different change. We have a different option. We actually have a way to deal with we problems and we misunderstandings, you know what I mean, and a little miscommunication. We have a way, you know what I mean, to put a boil on anybody. You understand? To temper any amount of flame, anything that we could be facing as a people. We have a way that we could just deal different with it. Right? The Lord he's not an unjust man. He a man that's the watch what's going on. And people feel like God don't care about nothing, you understand? God don't care about people. If it had a God, you understand, my son would have still be with me. My brother would be still with me, you understand? My nephew, my grandson, you know? My friend, my brethren. The same man, you know what I mean, who fire a woman, we never know. You understand? Who fired the shots on him? If God was there, you know what I mean? Look how long. I talking to this one, maybe he talked to somebody and they wasn't listening. Maybe tell them, you know what I mean, this, you know what I mean, or let try all their best and don't go to that route, or let them push me to that limit. Because he, just like everybody else, facing frustration out here. You understand? We don't know. You understand what drive him to that? And sometimes, you know what I mean, people don't really born wicked. There's only one people on the face of the earth that has been taught that ultimately they is the most wicked people on the face of the earth. And that's because it don't pass down from generation to generation, and that is the way them just live. The Bible tells you that too. You understand? So it gives you some historical background, ways that people is live now. But so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, you feeling the worst end of that being under that same person, being under that person for 400 years. It results in, you know what I mean, in a young Jamal again. And next one, you understand? And next brother. You see what's going on right now? There's a lot of kidnappings going on. There's a speed that like it's a heightened number of people just missing every day. So from the killing, you understand, there's more kidnapping, everything running rampant. And these people and them do not care. They just, you understand, they continue to teach the people over generations how to be more and more wicked. That's what the Lord's saying, you know what I mean? It's unfortunate, and this might be hard to absorb right now. It mightn't be nothing you want to hear. You understand? But there's something that you could really consider, you know, really and truly. Yo, let me look for a different route, boy. This causes me too much pain. This caused too much hurt, you understand? I can't bring back my son. I can't bring back my nephew, you understand? I can't bring back my grandson. I can't bring back my brother, you understand? You go on. Gunshot shooting like crazy. You understand? And you don't have the ability, you know that. You know in the communities how poor we live in. You know how hard things is. You understand how living, you know what I mean? Man really scraping and wondering where they get the next bread from. You understand? All the feeding you is drugs. They keep your mind, you understand? That's coming back to that. But they're not giving you the things that keep that actually, you know, help you after the high gone. You understand? After your head get normal, after, you know, after the punching done. After the white oak done, after that settle, you understand? After the 2 Guinness done. It done real hard to buy it, you know what I mean? Everything raising like that. You know the price right now, you know it's not easy. And that's the only thing they want to give you. That's that and destruction. That's for you to abuse yourself, you understand? So you getting your all your kidney machine up. You can drink your liquor a day. It really designed for you to, you know, to get a nice little ease off of the stress. Right? But never to where it could get to a state where boy, I have no respect for nothing. I don't care who it is going to feel it today, but somebody will feel it. But think about it this way, as hard as this is as well to absorb. Imagine if somebody was to touch up your family member, how you would respond. So that man, somebody pushed that person to the edge or that person's to the edge. They press the wrong button. You understand? Right now, it have gangs right now that just looking for more power and them don't care. Anybody they see. And that real unfortunate, but you know why? Because you're killing out your own souls. And everybody had you understand like a puppet on a string, and you ain't even understanding that. You ain't seeing how big that is. All you studying is I have to bite now. I hungry now, I have to bite now. I just think about eating and meat now. You understand? I have to live now. No. You understand? You have hours and seconds and minutes and years for a reason. It's time. Everything does take time. You understand? And if you really get to understand how to utilize that time proper, you know what I mean? You could take the time to really establish the ghettos and them better than this, you know what I mean? The most beautiful place on the earth with the most beautiful people, the most, you understand, intelligent, the most cool, you understand, if it need be, the most warlike people. That is we. We just in the wrong mind frame right now. We just get taught the wrong thing, but it's real sad. It's real unfortunate, you understand? So again, we want to send out our condolences to the family of Jamal Morris, right? Lord really be with all you. You know what I mean? Hold each other tight. Right, and I pray somebody, you know, when it does settle, not right now. You might want to hear nothing right now and all that, and that is understandable. You understand? People that know them, you know what I mean, just try your best and just to support them as best as possible. That is about it. Don't try to push nothing on the truth, you understand? Leave them, let them mourn. The Bible had that too, you understand? Give tears, you understand? Tears for the worthy souls, them. Tears for the little boy, you understand? You can't bring him back, but at the same time, you know what I mean? Just let you know, you go see him again. You could be back on it again. But for now, you understand, really cherish the moments that you had with him. Yeah? Right? And the thing is, the Lord always established a structure. You know what I mean? Men in the city. That's like, it's supposed to have, you understand? It's supposed to have a sealots. I ain't talking about the condition of it, it's supposed to have a sealots. It's supposed to have a beatum. It's supposed to have a John. You understand? All this is areas because that is how we used to live. It's 12 gates. Imagine? Now telling them, you understand that biblical? We supposed to have areas, not like everybody jumble up in one. We have 12 different tribes, 12 different flavors of humans, you understand? Yeah. The Lord know what it is, what the earth really need, and shout out to my soul again of Zakawal, you know what I mean? That's reasoning again this week yourself. The Lord know exactly what you're doing with variety and all of that. You know that? It must have different food here, you understand? It must have something tasting different. Right? So a little watch no face with how we living. The thing we supposed to be living better. But the same spirit is what we had to give back. The right way to do it now, right? The right way to live, you understand? And really enjoy yourself and really take care of each other and stop killing out each other, yo. You understand? Because I telling you, the only people benefiting from that is the people on top. The 1% of them, the Chinese and them, because them just have feuds too, them just have bacchanal. If they kill one another, they ain't broadcasting it on the radio, on the TV, nothing. Them just kill each other too. You understand? It's not supposed to be reaching to that stage, but them lawless. Them is the same people. Don't care if your son gets shot, you understand, in the crossfire, because them drugs have to sell. Them have to traffic people, you understand? Them have to do whatever it takes. Them doing anything. They have no limit, you understand? Them don't stop at nothing. And that is why you have to see you as your mortal enemy, yo. I mean talking about, you understand, picking up no gun because you know they go blaze you. You know that they have the power to that. That is why we don't go against them like that. That's why the Lord don't want you to go against them now. He want you to come back to take care of each other now. You understand? You want you go ahead?
Yeah, and just to see what the officer saying, right? When you go to the scriptures and also with Abraham, Isaac, Jacob and all them, right? All of we forefathers and them, right? They really die at their own age, their own like old age.
Old age, right? Yeah.
They won't have to be going through that. And then after that things where people come around saying, wait, that young child died, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then after again now we see that hey, there's middle-aged fella in front of each other and die too again. And say, at the end of the day, these things don't happen in Israel. If you was to die and thing, then
Natural
we go
causes.
against the we die for the most side, like people saying, hey,
Right.
I want to go against all their power and do this, and we go say now me going against my power, rather die, rather go down that way, or naturally old age. But see what's happening here is young, middle age, old age. So no part of Israel we shouldn't be seeing this and thing. If we have to die, it's naturally, hey, we know that hey, we serve him most time, we're not going against him, and if it reaches the other nations than them, yeah, we're going to die for him, the power, which is the most high or natural old age. We shouldn't be seeing these really things that are going on here.
Yeah, that unnecessary, the real uncalled for. That is out of the way. You see, you hear what the brother saying? The brother now saying, you follow, in the scriptures, that was never a norm. To bury your children and them just like that. That is a out of time and what that spiral out of because men get too big for their own self. Men stop appreciating one another. Men stop respecting each other, you understand? Men stop seeing that my brother. I can't do that, you mad or boy. How we gonna do that? How we gonna mash up your own self, boy? How we gonna eat the flesh of our own arm as the scripture saying? How we gonna do that? That ain't making no sense. But they're going to tell you, boy, they don't want to give you the identity and historical background who you is. So right now you don't care about nothing because you don't have no sense of racial pride. You have no sense of identity, you understand? So you don't belong to nobody. So nothing matters. And look how Jedi is. All you study when the day comes is why you go eat, you understand? Animals living better than we because the mind state and all that. The animalistic, yes, but them park up. You see the lion running around, you understand, in some other territory with other lions is, and he looking to bite up each other every minute. He lion, understand, them here about 10 wife, you understand, them running out and bringing things for you to eat. And he protecting them. Anything out of order, you just set the order. You don't see that? A lion, they sit down, he rock back. He's the king of the jungle. He's an animal. And he not living so. You understand? That is to tell you how off the society making we think. Because them sit down in the power, them have their businesses, they had it this, they had it that. But you can't have nothing. You understand? Them know who the 10 grandfather is, they had their shishi books intact and all that. They had the memorial, everything them have intact. But why it is you can't get yours? Why it is them have to suffer you so? You understand? Why it is they delighting and them comfortable with you killing out each other at a rapid rate? And on top of the laughing at you, knowing very well that them have all that drugs and guns coming in, so don't really watch your brother and them too much, you understand, and say, well, boy, thing. Yes, you go defend yourself. If somebody coming at you, you have to defend yourself. You understand? There is a difference, there's a big difference between defending yourself if all and really and truly killing out each other. And that is what we're going on right now. Senseless killing you. Senseless. No, brother. No, not so. Not so at all. You want to be masculine. You're supposed to be. You're supposed to protect your family. You're supposed to protect your neighbor. As you're going back to the same thing with regards to how we used to live. Judah in that land, he know why he operating. The Lord know why Judah can't really mingle and mix up with everybody just so. It's a way Judah does live. You understand? So yeah, he could do that. Right? Yes, he could function and all that, but it's a certain way they just operate. You know, I like this. A variation. The Lord know why these things important. You understand? Benjamin go live on the Caribbean side. This year going on. All from that time now, he put in lands. When you look at the historical maps long time, you see we in different lands, bam, bam, we chilling. We thinking we vibing, we doing, we think wherever the cases, right? And they have this established, so beat them here. You understand? Beat them, like says Benjamin. You understand? See lots is John. You know, I mean, see lots is Judah. You understand? Ephraim or Puerto Rico, you understand, is Marabella, something. You follow? And we live in different places than them, and we have gates. So gated communities, you understand, all that. That what you get is you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be a paradise, protected under that, and there's enough niceness. Soca, you understand? Little chinny bad music, something, and I mean, let's just a music thing, all that. But none that I killing you out, no real thing. That is a part of we culture. We history. David, psalmist. You understand? There's enough song. You can't let go the tune. You can't done let go tune. You understand? And that is a regular thing for you to be living. You understand? Yeah. Right? So that's a regular thing for you to be living, you know what I mean? In we own area, them normal. Yeah? So this kind of madness, yo, I'm telling you, we have a different way of operation. The Lord go show you that too. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 15. Like go into the scriptures and show that too. It's not just, man, boy, this real sad. We don't have to be going through this. You understand? Yeah. They are real mad scene, yo. Yeah, Baba Kusha, go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 15.
Right.
So I took the chief of your tribe.
So the Lord say, I take the chief of your tribe. Listen how they operate. You understand? The men them how they functioning, and he's the man that locking this zone. He's the man locking that zone. You follow? And things running. Animals, you understand? It have fruits, it have wine, it had this. You understand? It had all kind of different things. Charcoal, sugar, flour, anything, the same thing. They're nothing different from a long time. Fried chicken, barbecue chicken, grilled chicken, all that. Deer, goat, sheep, all that, you understand? Them fellas them lock that territory. Like I said, this place, there's produce more fruits or more animal on this side. Right, well, Judah go supply that. Benjamin go supply something, you understand? That one go supply something. You go trade and we go make things pop. That used to happen like a normal thing. This year we live in here is chaotic, it's madness. Absolute madness. You know, it's your forefather to look at this and see, boy. Imagine in my prophecies then, in my dreams, the Lord showing me by the future will be this by men burying 9-year-olds. And what kind of madness is this, dog? Tears fall, tears carry on down here in private places then that the Lord showing them this, boy. Look how my children them not operate now, boy. The people them that over them do not care one backside about them, boy. Nothing. Nothing, and they're suffering them, yo. Them was never supposed to see days like this, you mad? Boy, children supposed to be burying the children. Parents that are not parents burying the children. That is not a regular thing between black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people, yo. That is not normal. You understand? We have to shake off that dust and all that stupid information and drugs. Feeding you that garbage. When you see Chinese people cheering them doing that, them is maybe involved in some kind of out of time and thing for that to happen, because them don't have no need for that. Them are all the thing and them intact. Look at how China is big. You understand? They own the pitch lake in Trinidad now. You understand? They have it at least for 100 years or something. So? Yeah, them controlling all over the place. And you still, you understand, black people can't still get their own identity. They still can't know who it is. They still can't their own economics. They still can't nothing to themselves. They still have to kill out each other. But all you have to understand, we facing a real evil society and we have to come away from, stay away from them. Time to build up, you understand, gates in the black community, Hispanic community, Native Indian community, you understand? Time for we to do that. The only way we could do that is to come together. Like the Lord trying to show we, and we'll blaze the mic day, left, right, and center, left, right, noon, day, wherever, to make sure, you understand, we people understand, boy, we have to come back to how we just do it, how we just operate, not this madness. This is chaos, dog. We done, Baba Gasha.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 15. So I took the chief of your tribes, wise men, and known, and made them heads over you, captains over thousands.
Captains over thousands, you understand? So he is the man operating over that, and he have men going under it. Break down the list for them there. Read on, Baba Gasha.
And captains over hundreds.
Captains over hundreds. Go ahead.
And captains over 50s.
Captains over 50s, so up the ranks, you understand? Like, you have the same ranking system in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to live out the Bible. We're supposed to walk, talk, breathe, everything the Bible, and that's what we just do. Mirror the Bible. You understand? So this is how we're supposed to be thinking, not this garbage you're seeing all over the place. There's set of miscommunication, misinformation, misdirection, and are we dying out for nothing? Selling we out for less than bread. You understand? For fame and thing, but your people dying, and boy, all they don't have the answers, boy, hush all them out. Hush all them out, step away and let the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge come to the place and fix the communities and them, give the people them, look, they can sit down, there's reason, and talk this in the top of our head. We know this. And we could find it right in the scriptures to back it up. You know why? Because it's now becoming with second language. It's now we coming back to how we're supposed to be. You understand? It have a way to do it. We done, Baba Gasha?
And captains over 10. And officers among your tribes.
And officers among your tribes. And what is supposed to do?
With 16. And I charge your judges at the time, saying, hear the causes between your brethren.
Hear the cause between this brethren. So this man have an argument here, somebody thief something here, boom, 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 it have a fight. Better to go in the ring and fight it out. If even mean not to the death. Lord forbid to the death. But if it mean you follow that, hey, what do you call it? Somebody ox kill a man because that in the scriptures. You have to kill the ox. That ox have to dead. You understand? A man have to feel, you understand, compensated. Or they can't bring back the life of a youth. But it's better, you understand, that the animal die, so that just in case it wouldn't do that again. It wouldn't bore somebody chain again. That ox, you understand, he corrupt, something corrupt he. So he had to dead and make an example too and let a man feel justice. Because imagine that a man talk to you thing. He said, don't touch my son and them, or leave them alone. You understand? I'm not living that life. I not on that. I not on all here. Don't touch me up and all that. I not for that. And the hard thing about it, because men, you understand, really and truly trying to survive in the criminal world, not trying to be warm. That is their last resort. Because them on money. But here's the thing. If it was, you understand, proper infrastructure put in place, and them same money that going to them religious institutions was building up, you understand, the own trade schools and the own hospitals and the own this and the own that and the own groceries, own food supply, all of that, you understand, that is what men would have be looking. That is what men would have be distributing between the community and all that. We know it. Men will get together and mix a cement wherever the cases, boom, 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 batch up a bit of mortar wherever the cases and make sure boy living good. Make sure you understand that galvanized thing that our boy suffering a long time. The son could give him a heat stroke. Man a little children, you understand? That kind of way they living ain't supposed to be so. Our man will band together and make sure, well boy, we go drink a little punch in, we go cook a little pela, whatever it is, eat a roti, whatever. Come together and we go build it up and that place will come up good. And our boy go live, you understand? We go support each other. We are accustomed to now with nothing, almost nothing. Imagine the resources that's supposed to be available to we and it's supposed to be utilizing for that. That is what the tides for. That is what tides for. To take care of people and them. Not to build, you understand, this church project and this kind of madness and this and I set a stupid thing to show off us for nobody. You understand? I set a gobble up thing and I start out of time and that is not what I for. That is to take care of the people them. That is the people them bank. That is what the Lord put together. You understand? They paying the taxes them. You come here and you're making sure you're taking care of the communities and them. That is what it's for. Yeah, you have institutions in all the communities and them. And it run down. What them on shepherdness, let them go and find, let them go and skate the backside somewhere. You understand? And bring all the thing and them where it's supposed to be put to proper use. That's what need to happen. You understand? So a boy, you understand, what to bury 9-year-old son and 7-year-old son and daughter. And men can't come in the community and go and thief your daughter and because they're looking to hustle somewhere, some kind of out of time and thing. And somebody, understand, advantaging them and beating them like crazy and telling them, hey, better bring more money, you understand, or don't come back or I go cough out your eye and all kind of thing. And women afraid to talk back and certain things and speak up because they go dead. They will go missing. They might be a children, you understand? They put the children in danger or the mother and all kind of thing. They know how weak economy is supposed to be running. They know economy. Them know this. That is why them community is not so. That is why Westmore is not like that. Westmore is not full of no drugs and not full of no religious institution all over the place and a rum shop. Them know this. But that's what deteriorate your communities and them know exactly what to put away. You understand? They shepherd, but they ain't that shepherd. You follow? And that is what we have to recognize. All of know what time of the day it is, you know? Understand we are war, yo, and them don't care. Them don't play fair, them throwing sun in your eye. You looking to do sun square up and feel it just so that thing kicking dust in your face. Them have something behind the waist and looking to chuck you as soon as your thing. They get up, but they don't play with it. This society does not care about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? Also, your children would not be going through this. Your communities would not be facing this study. You understand? We don't, Baba Kesha.
And I charge your judges at the time, saying, hear the causes between your brethren, and judge righteously between every man and his brother, and the stranger that is within him.
Go ahead.
Verse 17. You shall respect persons in judgment.
You shall not respect persons in judgment. Read it over, Baba Kesha, right? No, sir, no, sir.
You shall not respect persons in judgment.
You shall not respect persons in judgment. Not because that one old and that one has some say, and this one, you understand, around the place for so long and think, no, man up. You understand? That man not supposed to get no slide. He ain't supposed to be able to grease a hand and get away. Justice is justice. If you screw up, you understand, only you have to face the judgment. I said, be men about it and let the place, you understand, be pure. Let the place, you understand, not have them kind of things. But this place wanted so. The Lord say the earth given into the hands of the wicked. You understand? You know who run the earth today? Bing, ding, dong, hen, clue, clue. Who? Well, let tell me who. Who running NASA? You understand? The CIA, the FBI, the DEA, all them things and them, all them black ops and all them kind of garbage and all them conspiracy to put drugs and guns in your community. In Chicago, empty, not create a gun. Any open. Like, give. Funny. You understand? That's funny. Let me see how much of them they will kill out each other. Vice lords, this one, that, thing. Boy, madness. And that is a big game for them, yo. Understand some? They be looking to them for no solutions, yo. They be looking for them for no pity. They have no pity in them, you know. Understand some? So y'all come out of that. You understand? The people are pity for you, the people who talking there right now. That's what the Lord said, you understand? Come on, and generally, and the people over them. Them teach you to have some kind of common sense and some love for your people and them, you understand? Have some kind of heart and some consideration, you understand? Be humane. You understand? Step up above stupidness and come out of that mindset, you understand? And really and truly be about your people. Them, you understand? That is who the Lord sent. That's what the Lord want. He want the man, the sons of God to manifest on the earth. Like Mr. Let's say, Officer Kobal. Beg him up again. You understand? Yeah. That's what the Lord want. He want this to be. What happened? He don't want you by burying you every minute you're looking for your daughter somewhere or some kind of stupid thing. Or this one missing and this one alert. And nobody paying attention. Let one of them, 1% of them daughter and them missing out. They'll turn the place upside down. Who are they playing all they want to touch? Like 1%, they say that they're the smallest people in the community and the most powerful. Touch them now. That's what it's supposed to be. We're the majority. You understand? On the earth. We was born the smallest. So we supposed that can happen. We was the last race to born, basically. The last nation to come together. That the Lord put on the face of the smallest and we started multiplying rain. Look at we, you understand? Over half the amount of people in Trinidad. We is the people that's supposed to be saying, hey, you touch one of we and you'll feel it, you'll really feel it. We will bankrupt here, you understand? And if you look sharp and we had a diligent person, you understand, you'll be black as blue. So you'll know, you understand, you see them, don't touch them. We're not on that. Anyway, we is. Not because Isaiah, you understand, Isaiah this and you separate me by numbers like I in a chat. I understand the alphabet chat somewhere in a preschool somewhere and I have a number. You ship it out. That ain't supposed to happen, boy. That man's supposed to know, hey, you see black people, you don't touch black people, boy. You'll feel it, boy. The Lord first will make you feel it. We'll get into that just now. You understand? You hold the Judith 5. Well, let's know. Give me wait over see each other right now. No respect to that person, you don't know. Give me 17 again and then read down to 18. Then you go jump to 16 and verse let's know. Go ahead, read that in the meantime. Yeah, go ahead.
But you shall hear the small as well as the great.
Mm-hmm.
You shall not be afraid of the face of man.
You shall not be afraid of no face of no man. He don't run things, the Lord run things, and how the Lord wanted things to operate, that's how it is. You don't care if it's Aaron, it's Moses, you understand? The highest ranking man, no. You don't care if it's Commander General, you don't care if it's General Mahiman, the highest ranking man today. You understand? You don't care. You want, you understand, to run exactly how you see it. And none of we start no respect to no person for nobody. That's how it is. So the place can run clean, run right. Go ahead.
Yeah, and that's what this scripture actually saying and all too, right? So when you come back to this say again, they see that you know again the leaders and them having no judgment of the Most High. Say what the Most High say, judge small and great, right?
Right.
So when what they will happen by one Woodford Square, right?
Right.
When they come and they shoot up the place about one businessman and up there, but I think this week one passed away because of the brain surgeon and the other one was wounded and thing, right? How come now they say let me bring our police out and
oh, yeah?
For the rich.
Oh.
The other time when black people getting killed on the street, you hear nothing about bring up.
Not one thing. Not one thing. Oh, bad. They say they're making a difference and they're showing it in your face. That is why, you understand, certain men could come and say, I raise the tax by this and I raise the tax by that. Do me something then. That way, like, you know, touch me. He's a little boy. Them don't understand how to run a society. You mad or? You killing all the people in your own society. You stupid. You don't sit down in a box somewhere. Somebody's supposed to put you in a corner. Tap up your head, you understand? Behave yourself. Them deserve cocktail. Like what's going on. You understand? Well, you understand what time it is? You done, Babakisha? And that's a solid point you bring on the AC. As soon as one of the important people in society get touched up, bring out everything. Don't hold back nothing. Because we money running this place, or we power and all that influence running here. No, it's the blacks, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian how this place afloat. Your talent, your everything, your sweat, your blood, your tears, even your children life. How this place running this place. You understand? That is how disgusting this place is. You come out here so your Lord can cleanse it, get a reset. That's what this place need, a reset button, you understand? Let the mums drop and clean out everything. You understand? That's what this earth need. All right, now looking for that. Right now, men bad and playing mad and say, well, boy, well, God touch me now. The only thing that God waiting for is for we to get ourselves in again. Come back to each other and lead them to go and kill out each other. Let them cheer them cry over each other now for drugs. Since you like drugs so much and you feel like that is the biggest thing you can make with money, you understand? You can flip that and thing and you're real wise with regards to wickedness, no problem. Well, go ahead and bury your son and daughter for that now. And let black people come and see by themselves. You understand? Lead them out of that. That would be the most important thing right now the Lord waiting for. So he could beat them down with some serious missiles. He could tell Putin, press the button. And the next one in the White House, press the button to all them fight it out. And what you could do is just separate the people right here. You understand? So sheep go separate and goat go be on that side. Like goat, you understand, both each other. Then both head. We don't Baba Kesha.
And the cause that is too hard for you, bring it on to me.
That the cause that too hard, bring it to Command and General Anna. If you feel, old boy, all right, the beef between this place and that place can't stop, you understand? Like say between Arima and Port of Spain can't stop. Bring it to Command and General Anna. Let me sort it out and let me see what's the most, what you call it, the best possible solution to fix this. So this could done. So this bad blood could end. And we could move forward, you understand? We could bury the hatchet then, as they say. You understand? Because the amount of pain and hurt and who it is really facing it, so we could really see the bigger picture. If it is I don't have to take the burn. If I had to take the blame then, you understand? I had to take low, yeah, well, it's better when we do that, you understand? For we training them, for we next generation, and for we mother them, for we sister them, you understand? For we grandfather and we father them. Better we take it, you understand? So somebody else could live, and everybody know how to kill out each other and die out. And every 2 minutes, you understand, we have to light flambeau on the side of the road and bottle line off like crazy and jersey printing. And we do own them thing them, you understand? And we every way we getting like side, back belly and side. Licks every day. Licks. And they were break without sure. Them don't care. You understand? We had to come out of that, yo. We not supposed to be facing that at all, yo. We as our people, we had to have back that pride for each other. We had to come back and get our love and fight for that love for each other, yo, and get it, boy. That's what the Lord waiting for, boy. You understand? Let's come back to all the roots now. Look how I did it. I want the absolute best for you, yo. You understand? You have to now suffer for each other now so they can survive. That is why I never wanted to tell you share, but this is what it's doing. When I come out my house, when I come and play mad, you understand, follow this Buddhism and this Hinduism and this, that, and this Muslim and this Christianity, and I never give all of that. I give you the solution to run the place red. You understand? Like up all yourself, you understand, and take care of each other, boy. And when a man feel well, they go jump out the skin, well, they beat him bad. Go and kill out everything. Because them don't know how to operate. Them, since they don't know what to do, that's what the Lord sanctioned that. That's what war sanctioned for. That's what killing sanctioned for. Not murder. The Lord never give you no murder. He never tell you to go and murder nobody. He never tell you to go and murder no white man, no East Indian, no Chinese, no African, nothing. He tell you to defend yourself. Defend yourself. Don't let nobody come and tap all you up. Well, you're not supposed to be saying this. And right now we're getting little hard lash. So the baddest man in the country ain't saying nothing because people getting tap up. That is how off we is as a people. We don't even understand that. And we're supposed to be the men who running things. We're supposed to lock this zone and lock that zone and all that shit. Excuse my French. And you see what's going on? No, brother. We off bad. Time to get back on top of the game. You understand? You done, Baba Kesha. Is it?
And I will hear it.
Go ahead.
Verse 18. And I command you at that time all the things which you should do.
And the Lord say he command, yeah. It is not an option. This is my instruction, and I expect it to be followed. When you don't follow it, you go and see you can survive somewhere else. See how we surviving right now? We surviving? Are we? If we fortunate, when are we come back next week? Because when are we get pick up? Lord forbid. That's what the Lord is really protect key. You understand? The ones he love. I telling you. Straight. But that is a reality, yo. You understand? One a week, boy. You know, is that you seen your brother right there, seen your sister, your mother right there. And the next day, you understand, they're not there no more, dog. They're not there. Was some shepherdness. And we could have been, because we had no other option. What other option we have? What other option the society gain we? They forcing we in really and truly with the stupidity, they forcing me to get together. We had to see that. We had to see that them don't care. Them doing whatever suits them. Let them go ahead. Separate yourself and see about you. See about your people and do what suit the Lord says suitable for we. You understand? No problem. Do what you want. There's nothing. Just don't involve yourself in that. You come out of that. That's enough for you. Hey, you done, Baba Kesha? Is it? Give me Exodus chapter 20, Baba Kesha, verse 1. You know from 1 to 4. Lord, do all that. You understand? I jealous because I make you. I raise you up. You understand? I teach you, clean you, I forgive you. You understand? We're shipping. You tell me about this and that, and you want to do this. You going mad or? Are you not on that? And that's what the Lord trying to show you. That is why we facing it. You falling after other gods. You say, I do all this before me. Don't make no graven image and you play. You want to feed something. You can feed me. But just do what it is I tell you to do. I know what's going on. I understand the play here. Hey, If I wanted your opinion on something, I'd put you up with them 24 elders I have as a war council in front of them. And you don't need them neither. You point up there. As to show how we supposed to operate the same way I want to live. As it is in heaven, so shall it be on the earth. In front of my throne, I have war counselors. So counselors supposed to be in this neighborhood and that neighborhood and that neighborhood, making sure that thing ain't going anywhere. Thing going out supposed to go. You understand? Read on, Baba Kesha.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
And the Most High spake unto these words, saying, verse 2, I am the Most High, your power.
I am the Most High, your God. You understand? Your power. I is the one in charge of you. You just get power from me. I the supply that. I the supply your needs, this, that, the other, your wants, all of that. I is who you just get your plug in from, you understand? You jack into me. That was supposed to happen. Now you socket, you just jack into me. That is all. Read on, Baba Kesha.
Which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
I bring you out of the land of Egypt out of bondage. I want bondage. Go ahead, read it so they'll see. Go ahead.
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. That's what Egypt is. And today we in modern day Egypt. Because America, you understand, is Babylon. Modern day Egypt, and that is what we is today. The same, no different. It is worse. Read on, Baba Kesha.
Verse 3. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
No other God before me. No marijuana, no cocaine, no this, no numbers, no religion. You understand? No woman in front of me. You ain't obeying them, you obey me. I understand. I running things. I set up the order here. Why you? I set up the order. I here, Christ here, the man here, the woman here, the child here. Simple. Let's do it as I say. I know exactly how to do that. Just plug into what it is I tell you to do, and you have no problem. We experience that. We see that before. In historical records, you have that. In King David time, King Solomon time, in Moses time, you understand? When you was listening, Jacob time, all of that. Sweet. Living nice. No problems. As soon as you say, well, that ain't good enough for you, you understand? Like left, right, and center. Go ahead. Read on, Baba Kesha.
Verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
Don't make no graven image. You understand? You never see me. You understand? You never see me. That is scripture say you never see him. Moses never see him. Don't try and put me into some kind of image. You don't want to put me in a box. Don't try to shape me out. You understand? How is the man who run things here? I just do it as I tell you to do. You just see me. I feel like you give me some kind of thing. You give me worship now. You understand? So you honoring me. No, don't honor me with your mouth. Do it as I tell you to do. That is all. Read on, Baba Kesha.
Or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above.
Right. Or no image and just look like God. And all of a sudden you get bright. You just stand this. Hush him out. Do it as I tell you to do. Read on.
Or that is the earth beneath.
Under the sea. Understand? You see how well you like that. So you want to make a dolphin God. But be yourself. Read on.
Or that is in the waters under the earth.
That's it? Yeah. And therefore? Yeah. Right. So the Lord never tell you. That is why Muti and all them things. That, you know, let them picture with them not a God. Them trying to make up something to make God. I never give blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that. I give them instructions. And when they follow that, I just bless them. I just protect them. Give me Judith chapter 5 and verse 17, Baba Kesha. This is important, and this tying in, this is history here. We put on that piece of history. The whole world know. It's just we, understand, don't know. When I say the whole world, majority of people, there's no history and no going on in the face of the earth, they know. When they go to the eastern side of the world, all in Russia, all of that, in the catacombs and the big museum and them then, right? Then the big museum would have artwork of black angels and black Christ and all of that. Black Mary and all of that. That day, that normal, that come onto them. But in the western side of the world, where the slaves is, where you are, they don't want you to know that. So why museums exist? Why the Chinese have a great wall? Why they have this long list of history, but you can't? Or you that Trinidadian? Trinidad was established 500 years ago. What Trinidad you tell me about? What Guinean you tell me about? What Jamaican you tell me about? What Barbadian you tell me about? A Bajan. What is that? But behave yourself. That is not who he is. Understand the work going on in front of your face. Everybody selling your lies. They're playing games with you. Come out of that. That is not who you is. You're no Muslim. You're no Christian. You understand? You're an Israelite. Your father name is Jacob. And the Lord changed your name to Israel or Yashala. Prince of the power, you understand? My name is Tazawa, Ban Yamian, Ban Yashala. I is the son of Israel. He is Shah, Ban Yamian, Ban Yashala. You understand? Son of Benjamin, son of Israel. That is who you is. Daughter Banat, Bath. You understand? That is who you is. Banat Yashala. Daughter Yashala. That is who you is. That is garbage. You tell you you have a rich legacy of kings. That is who running through your veins. Christ. He look like you. Everybody want to thief that from you. But tell them to Lego that we come and take it back. Come and take back yours too, you understand? And come and live like the kings and princesses you're supposed to be. On the face of the earth and behave yourself, eh? You don't, Baba Kesha, where are they?
Jude chapter 5 and verse 20.
And verse 17. Give me from verse 17, Baba Kisha.
17.
Yeah, let them understand what time of the day it is. This was common knowledge. Common things. Go ahead.
And while they sinned not before their God.
And while them Israelites and them was given commandments and they didn't break them, that was sinners, breaking the commands on them, when they wasn't breaking that, read on.
They prospered.
They prospered, you understand? They ain't living and scraping. They wasn't doing that. That is not common thing with the Israelites. We don't do that. That is not how we're supposed to be. Unfortunately, that is the case today. Michael Jordan and all suffering. Let them find them in some bad hole somewhere. Nah. They'll touch them up same way because you have no protection. You ain't prospering. You just have money. That is not the same as prospering. Oh, read on.
Because the Most High had hated iniquity.
Because the Most High had hated iniquity, he hated sin, go ahead.
Was with them.
As with them, I don't deal with that. Don't come around with that, you know. I what you want you do it is I say, hey, I'm making sure you prosper. That is how you just prosper. Read on, Baba Kisha.
Verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
But when they departed from the way which he appointed them.
When they run away and they leave that and say, I don't want no part of that, I go and take a risk, I go run and rush and with that, and pitch my shot here. What do we? Go ahead.
They were destroyed in many battles, very sore.
Destroyed in many battles, very sore. In a sense, you want to know right now why we educational system and thing, like that battle, we getting like so what? Give me that again, what you say? Very sore. Give me that.
Very sore.
Very sore, you understand? Your brothers are getting killed left, right, and center, or getting destroyed in battles, what?
Very sore.
You understand? Your economics and them in a mess. What?
Very sore.
Battles very sore. Licks left, right, and center. That is what has happened when we don't obey God. And these sellouts and them, your so-called leaders, them not telling you that. Them don't want you to prosper. Them just idiots. Them, you understand, have to get buried on the jail because something wrong with them. They have to get buried on the ground somewhere in solitary and them have to, your whole shake up. Them not like they need a reset button too. Like them asking God every day, you understand, with much stupidity, give me a reset button. Like them don't even understand what them doing. That's why Christ said that, forgive them for they have no clue what they're doing. Them don't understand nothing. Them just dunce. They're just stupid, real stupid. You know, Baba Kisha?
And were led captives in a land that was not theirs.
And led captives in a land that ain't yours. All of a sudden, he's a China then. 500 years. Christopher Columbus established this place by rape, rob, and murder. And use a soil, use a child of the soil. You mad oh? They drag you here naked as you're born. Pissing and feasting on each other. You understand? And messing on each other. You all your sisters and them, you understand? Seeing them monthlies and going and riding on top of each other. Real disgusting. That was up when you don't follow God. And that is why this is a real sad thing that we have to be burying a youth man. A little boy, a little child. You're not going to nothing personal, you understand? But boy, if your family members are must disappear like that, brother. Boy, that you could never come back from that, boy. You mad or? That real hard to do it. That ain't easy, right? One day you with me and the next day you're gone. And somebody take your life here and this senseless. This would never to be so. I could have sit down and you tell me you could have sit down reason and paid. Even if it take a man to work 5 years, 10 years, I doubt that to pay off for that. That way it is or chip up and take care of he and make sure well, but you stay out of trouble. If that is the case, put him in a jail somewhere, put he in ward. Put each other in jail, you understand? And make sure that there are no molestation going. If that is the case something, well then they go have a different level of thing. But the Lord go deal with that according to wisdom. It have a way to deal with everything now. When you can't really stop certain things for yourself, you go, you know, you have a way to adjust certain things now. That's the solution right in the Bible. For everything. Right? But beside the point, you have a way to deal with everything. If you can't stop murder, no problem. Right? It's either you kill yourself then. Because you put in somewhere, right? The way you have to work your stones off, you understand? So you either beat it out there, through, you understand, through hard labor, or, you know what I mean? Or then you will kill your own self. Some wrong. Some go happen. Don't worry yourself, right? Let's take this caller here. Afternoon time, caller, what going on?
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, brother, go ahead.
Yeah, you know what made me most supposed to child? The name of the ground, it was killed, African ground.
African ground, you hear that?
African ground.
Yeah.
And it's still a 9-year-old child.
Correct.
It's sick in this place.
I'm telling you, yeah. No regard, and them can't see that, and thanks again for the caller. Right? For the people that we missed, so we're sorry about that, right? But hey, that's serious, that's dead serious. African grounds and the same thing they say in ways, and I accuse to the call the African, that's that disrespect. Okay, it's not African. But sadly, you understand, because you look dark, but just like a cow, you understand, and a horse dark, or nobody's called a cow, a horse, and a horse a cow. You know that? But no, nobody have no regard for you. They telling you wherever you is, but no, call a Korean or Chinese now. Call him that he making back on a ride there, and them not going. Them ride there and they making back on a fella. Them you can't do that to them. They did this call here. Call a good afternoon. Go on.
Blessed afternoon, brethren.
You don't know. Likewise.
You know, I think it's either Thursday or Wednesday. 16 AR rifles and 5 9mm.
I saw it as well.
Yes, in central. I want to identify the central bond.
Same place, yeah, correct.
I would like to say, I don't think is no African bringing them guns.
I believe the same thing. And right. even if it was an African bring it in, some other race have the power to let them thing pass. That is the biggest thing.
But what I'm saying, it will end up in whose hands?
In an African, so-called African hand. Always. Because when it go in the Syrian hand, you know what they say? They just cover it up. When they catch him jumping over the wall, wherever it was, the same Syrian, but the same rifle, a same high-powered rifle. What going on with that now? That berry, people forget about that. What about the young lady who was tied to the finance minister? Young. Yeah, Stuart Young, you understand? She had distant memory. Nobody can remember what she name is, all kind of thing. You understand? That is how they deal with their communities in this country and other places. Go ahead.
And one more,
Damian Lang, you understand? Big company, Lang, big industry. Big like Junior Sammy them, you understand? Oh, 27 guns. And wait, Barry under did it.
Hello.
Go ahead.
We must leave them with their guns.
That is it. That is it. Watch man, so what wrong with we having we own security companies and thing, and we could do that too? And protect we own place on them? Be the same officers them who want to be good officers. Them could come and train men proper firearms and all that and raise up your own communities. Them could, what they'll get, you understand, is exactly how to deal with the people inside. I hear everybody, you understand, have the ability. We feel is the same thing in the Bible. That is why the Lord saying in the first part of the show, we now say, bring officers, you understand, and captains that go responsible for the people and hear the cause on them. The same people over 1,000, the same people over 50s, 100s, whatever the case is, bring them right here. They reside in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge today. They're back on the earth. That could be done. People thinking like the Bible is so far-fetched because of these liars. Because of these, you understand, deceivers and just don't care about nothing but their own belly. People thinking this thing so strange. It could be done. You understand? Well, here going on, we're almost out of time now again, but thanks for the call. All we really appreciate it and we're all locked in. Right? Tune in to Black Watch with Commandant John Lehana every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You follow? And the school number in Trinidad and Tobago is 290-5173. What did I play it? You understand? Time for we stop burying. You understand? We train on them. Let me train them bury you for once now, man. You understand? Stop living this kind of madness and chaotic life. What is this? And people doing what they want. What is this? We is the majority of people in the country, yo. We don't have to be living so. I thank the more side that men could at least understand, get by it, have a way, a different way of living. Because when you get up in the morning, yo, you go outside, you see how people living, yo. You go in and commit and you read. But man, you go into that place, I really feel sorry for people coming from San Fernando. San Fernando to talk every morning, 3 hours traffic. But you go mad. You go insane. Imagine sisters that, you know what I mean, that don't have that capacity. They're young. Don't start a life for people who are under real pressure. You telling yourself, I think that for you to kill yourself. Just that alone. That depression going through and they know this. They could be having people working from home. They don't want that. They want to pressure you even more. Understand what's going on. This is systematic warfare. This is systematic oppression. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, leave them with the thing. Leave them with it. It's not benefiting with it. They're not doing nothing. They're only killing out yourself. Men who big in the game supposed to be well protected. Them dying too. If that should tell us something. How fast living, you tell me what, boy, forget them or not. I'm not living for me, boy. You understand? We can live different. We can enjoy each other. You understand? And do the right thing and do what God says so we could prosper. That day, it actually happening. It could happen. The man put that in place, boy. You understand? Let go of all them idle and shippiness. You understand? That every time, all shalom, all take care of each other. Easy.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM. We are The street. 919 FM.